Hey y'all, it's Coach K. And look, welcome to the Coach's Corner. And welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Hey, this is Kisa. It's Coach K. And normally we do intros and do all that stuff. Today we're getting right to it because I want to make sure that I introduce you to someone. This is a gentleman who I've known for years. So he's like a friend. And at one point, I don't even know if he would remember this, but at one point, of course he remembers it, but I don't know if he wants me to tell you all that, but we actually worked together. And I was like, I didn't know that you were doing all this stuff behind the scenes. And I kind of hate it because had I known, I would have tried to do more back then to kind of put you on game. But of course, he doesn't need it because he is accomplished in his own rights. Let me get right to our guest, everybody. He is my friend. You all have seen him. I say he is Bessemer, and I want to make sure that you all can hear me because I have some jazz on. PJ, will you give me a thumbs up if you can actually hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good. I have the music going in the background, and sometimes the
Yeah, I
music
hear it too.
you hear it too. So hopefully it didn't
Yeah, it
overshadow.
just went out.
It just went out. Okay, good deal, good deal. But yeah. So speaking of music, yeah. PJ, remember I was just telling you. So this is PJ Spraggins, everybody, jazz musician. Um, from the Bessemer community. I'm gonna let him tell everybody about who he is and what he does. So you're joining us from our studio, so I'm excited because we get to hear a little something later. But PJ, tell us about who you are, and welcome, by the way.
Yeah, so my name is James PJ Spraggins. Most people call me PJ. I grew up in Muskota, which is in Bessemer, Big Bessemer, as people call it.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up, and went to McAdory High School. And I've always loved music, and I've always loved making music. And one of my earliest memories, musical memories, is sitting crisscross applesauce in front of a phonograph in my mom and dad's living room, and had on some big old headphones, and I was listening to the Clark sisters. You Brought the Sunshine on a record. I think it was a 45, and I was just amazed by the sounds, by the beat, and I would just sit there for hours just listening at different records and stuff. So I've always loved music. Um, Eventually, around I guess around 10 years old, I started wanting to play the drums, and I think my parents they they saw me, beating on things around the house rhythmically, and they were like, okay, we need to get him a drum set. And long story short, they did get me a drum set, and it was on from there.
Wow. 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 So, I love how you kind of walked us into the story because I said I was going to ask you. You hear about young kids who want to be a rapper, and I sure don't want to be stereotypical, but and I'm not being stereotypical, but maybe even an R&B singer, a jazz musician. So how do you determine beating on drums and all that kind of stuff and having this musical gift? How did your life path lead you to jazz?
Great question. So, like I said, as I was younger, or when I was younger, I used to listen to all types of music. Um, but the thing that really stood out when I would listen to that music, I didn't really care what the lyrics were. I didn't really care for lyrics at all. And I was just amazed by the sounds of the drums, sounds of the keyboards, guitar, and when they all came together, and um, the sound that they make. So I was more so of a fan of the actual musical content more so than I was the lyrical content. And my dad, on the other hand, my dad, he loves the lyrics. He knows words to all kinds of songs. But me, I'm like, I just like to listen to the music. So I
Yeah.
think the love for sheer music led me to get into listening to instrumental music, jazz, smooth jazz, the traditional stuff. So I think that's where it started.
I love it. I love it. I want you to tell us about your latest project. I'm going to show them a little sample of what you put out with the video on YouTube, and I say a sample because you've done a great body of work. I mean, you are accomplished. So you can take us as far back as you want to and bring us up here, but just talk to us about your latest project and your body of work that you have blessed us with.
Okay. Um, so I have, as of this month, the end of this month, I'll be putting out my fifth album as an independent artist. I've been doing this year, it'll be 20 years, October of this year, 20 years since I've been writing and producing my own music. And it all started with my very first album, The Light of Day, which came out in 2006. And that's around the time when the internet started becoming popular and people started getting online. It was right before social media really blew up. I think what was hot in 2006 was MySpace,
Hmm.
and I was on MySpace. It was the new technology, new way to interact with people. So I'm like, okay, I just finished my first album. Um, so I need to figure out how do I get people to listen to it? How do I tell people about it? So I remember back then I was constantly on MySpace, on AOL.com, just trying to tell people about, hey, I got some new music. You might want to check it out. Because around that time as well, that's when I think Napster was popular, where people were downloading music. We were going from the popularity of CDs, and we were getting into streaming and downloading. Well, downloading first, then streaming. So I had to be on the cutting edge of that with my music to let people know, hey, I have music out, and I would love for you guys to listen to it. So, what, 20 years later, I'm still figuring things out, but I've learned a lot along the way. Like I said, my first album came out in 2006, and there's a song on that album called Nocturnal Drive, on
Yeah,
which I played all the instruments, keys,
yeah.
drums, everything. I played everything just about on the whole album.
Ah,
And that song, Nocturnal Drive, is probably my most popular song in my catalog today.
wow,
Um, Last time I checked on Pandora, I have close to 50 million streams of that song.
wow.
On YouTube, it is over 10 million streams. So people have, come to like my music over the years, and they've just stuck with me, and they still follow me, and I've garnered a lot of listeners around the world, a lot of fans. My YouTube channel is close to 20,000 subscribers. So I'm just I feel honored and blessed
Hmm.
that God has given me a gift to affect people around the world. And that
Yeah,
is very, very, um, that means a lot to me. Really
yeah,
more than money, you know. If you can help somebody's day get better just by listening to music that you created, um, that means a lot to me.
do you hear Nocturnal Drive going?
Yep, that's Nocturnal Drive.
And you want to know how I was introduced to this? My ex-husband was a big jazz person, and this is one of the songs that he used to love to play. And I saw the name, and I said, "PJ, I know him." Yeah, y'all. This is what they
That's my
call.
baby right there.
Oh my goodness, y'all. This is top tier jazz. Um,
Thank you.
you are welcome. I'm gonna just get up to be able to hear it. And PJ, I have to add this before I let you kind of talk about your project. I kind of gave PJ, well, I like people to be prepared and all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to just say jazz is so relaxing for me. It is the music of choice now for me. Um, Anytime I have gone through anything challenging, um, it has been the music that has just kind of gotten me through that, gone through a divorce before, and it was the music of choice for me that really got me through that tough time. And even now when I come home and I want to unwind, I'm not looking for, bump, 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 bump. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something, that's going to kind of bring me down, and just that works through your nervous system. Do you know and do you understand that jazz music has that kind of effect on people? Do you understand
Yes,
that?
I do. I do, and I get that. I'm very active on all of my social media channels,
Yes.
especially YouTube, since I have so many followers. And just about every day, I go and read the comments under my music, and it's so many people that are inspired and that are healed by the music that I've created. And
Wow.
they let me know in the comments. And one song in particular, which is the title track of my third album, Time to Heal.
Mm.
I went through a challenging situation. This was 2015 when that album came out. So I went through a challenging personal situation, and I made that music to help get me through that. And by doing that, a lot of people that have listened to that music, that song, "Time to Heal," they themselves have been helped by that music, and they let me know this every day. When I read the comments, there's always somebody saying that they're thankful for my music because it helped them get through a tough time. And to me, that's worth more than money.
Wow. Wow.
Because life is difficult sometimes, and if you can help somebody out and encourage people, it helps somebody have a better day, and it makes you feel good too. So that's how I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because it's helping people.
Wow. That's in a nutshell, that's simple. Bring us full circle to today. And I know that I'll let you explain about the project, High Five. Don't let me try to explain it. This is your baby. So I want you to bring us here and how we can support you in the latest with the project.
So High Five is, like I said, my fifth album. This is my 20th year of making music, and High Five, the number five this year, really is representative of several different things. I turned 50 in October of last year, so that's synonymous with High Five. Um, this is my fifth album, so that's part of the number five. So I was like, why not just name it High Five? Usually when people turn 50, they say that's the golden time. They are in their, the they're in the golden era of their life, and
Yeah.
everything is getting just right. You have knowledge that you've learned through your 20s and 30s and 40s, and you went through those mistakes, and you learned your lesson, and now you're able to use what you learned and live a better quality of life. So that's what High Five is all about. It's about celebrating life and enjoying your life. So the album comes out officially um, June 21st. I'm doing a CD release concert in downtown Birmingham at the Dorothy Jemison Day Theater, right
Wow.
next to the Alabama School of Fine Arts. And
Okay.
that's June 21st, Father's Day. And people can find the link to get tickets on my website, www.jamespjspraggins.com. And all the
Okay.
information is there.
Okay. I'm going to put that in the comments. www.jamespjspraggins.com.
Yes.
All right. And okay. So I am going to put that, and I say that as I'm trying to type it in, and it's just not working right now. So just stand by, and I'll get that for you. But this is how you just listen. You know, I think this is something that's spectacular because it started swinging this morning. I mean, you and I am. I'm sending you the link. You said, "Oh no, I didn't get it." I'm set up. I'm standing in studio, and
Hmm.
you didn't get the link. You didn't even know. And as I'm on live. I said, "Oh, he'll be on." Because it showed that it had sent to you. "Oh, he'll be on." I'm standing up. Someone comes in the door behind me and starts talking to me. So I had to erase the whole thing. And as I'm on live, they're talking to me. I'm like, and I couldn't tell them. It is crazy. So our
Wow.
solution was we're gonna record it and we're gonna make sure that this runs, that we will not have that issue. So I anticipate that this is gonna be something wonderful because we've had way too many obstacles to try and get
Yes.
our way. Have we not, friend? Have we not? So I am certainly going to put your website in there because. So I know that you also have a treat for us because I watch you on social media. So I understand that this is the new studio in I want to say the new house that you have with you and your wife because I thought it
Yes.
was way
Yes. Yes.
cool. I was like
We
those.
are
He
we
makes
are
it look.
6 months in, and we are loving it. Thank you.
Yay! You're well, I just noticed the room and I noticed the window where it looks like there are windows there. I was like, that is so cool. So let me be quiet. Would love for you to share something with us as I see you're about to play your drums.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm gonna play a track from the new album High Five, which will be
Oh,
coming out June 21st. Um, you can get it in person at my CD release concert at the Dorothy Jemison Day Theater, downtown Birmingham, June 21st, Father's Day. You can get a copy. I will sign it for you, whatever. I'll take pictures with you. I just want you to take the music home with you. And it'll be available everywhere else on all the streaming platforms on July 3rd.
on July
So
3rd.
yeah, July 3rd. But you can get the CD directly from me on June 21st.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna do a song from the new CD, and
Okay.
this is an exclusive for you, Kisa, because I haven't played this song for anybody else yet. And this song features a few of some of my favorite Birmingham musicians.
Yeah.
Um, I also play drums for Kim Scott, so she's
Yeah.
playing flute on this particular song, and
Okay.
another youngster by the name of R.J. Jones. His name is Robert Jones. Uh, Plays guitar for October London. He lives right here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I got him to be a feature on this particular song. So the name of this song is called "Tune In, Chill Out." So here we go.
Okay. not
Thank
watching
you.
you were not watching me, but I was gone in my own little club. I said the only thing I hate that I didn't have are my sunglasses because people with jazz, two things that you notice with them, they like their sunglasses and they like their hats. So I just needed me a hat, a nice little hat, and some
Thank you
shades.
so much for having me on your show, Keisha. I really appreciate it.
Man, no, thank you for being here. And let me just say, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for this chapter in your life. Like I said, I don't, I must have been in the clouds. I was young and all self-consumed when, back in the day. And but thank God I'm delivered from that. But I was like, man, if I had known, but now we do. And I just encourage you to continue using your gift to be a blessing. That is a blessing because that's my street that you're on right there with your jazz flavor. Thank you, and friend, close out and let them know again how they can support you
Thank
and
you.
how they can
I
support you.
appreciate you.
You're welcome. How can they support you again? How can they let them know?
Uh, visit Visit my website, www.jamespjspraggins.com, and you can type in the same name on all social media platforms and find me. You can follow me on IG, Facebook, Threads. Has been on and popping for jazz lovers. I did not realize so many people who listen to jazz are on Threads, as
Interesting.
well as TikTok. I have a lot of followers on TikTok too. So any of
Okay.
those platforms, you can type in my name in all of the streaming platforms as well: Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and find all of my music. And I would greatly appreciate if you save my music in your libraries, and that's very helpful to me as a musician.
Wow. 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 That is wonderful. I'm going to put this up on here, the site, James PJ Spraggins. Is it, did you say .com? JamesPJSpraggins.com?
Yes,
Okay.
jamespjspraggins.com.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, my friend. Continued success to you. We appreciate your presence on this show. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you later.
Yes, hope to
James.
see you at the show, Kisa. Come
Okay, you
on
put
out.
James,
All
PJ,
right.
I'm single. So I don't know who I would come with, but I guess I could just come. You know what? I guess I could just come by myself. I don't have anybody to come
Yeah,
with.
yeah. Come on by yourself. You might meet
So
somebody there.
listen. Someone who kind of has the same interest. I'm putting it on the calendar, friend. I'm planning to come there. Okay, to
Yeah.
support you.
Cool.
Bye.
Cool. Thank
See you
you. I
later.
really appreciate you having me on your platform, and look forward to seeing you and some of your listeners out there. Y'all
Yeah,
come on out.
be there, and we'll see you. Okay. Thanks, PJ.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you. Take care.
Take care. Wow. Wow. Um, James PJ Spraggins, all I can say is wow. I've got to put his website up. It's whatever reason technology is not wanting to let me do that, but that's okay. You heard him. And we can Google anything we want to Google. So you can Google and you can find him there. Y'all, his music, his vibe. And when I tell you his vibe is just as chill as that, we had some things come up this morning because we were going to go live this morning. And he was just like, it's okay. Technology happens. We'll keep it moving and just kind of ebbed and flow. Love that, love that, love that. So I want you to go out and support him. I am going to be posting the link. So check the comments and I'll have the link there. And you know what? I'm actually going to include it in some other sources as well, because I will actually do a couple of different posts about it so we can promote what he's doing. Healing music, jazz music. I know I'm connected to a lot of jazz lovers. And I think the more mature we become, I think that vibe just kind of goes along with us, because am I the only one who's like, jazz music is just like soothing to me? I cannot be the only one, like, where jazz music is just like soothing. It relaxes you, brings you peace. As I shared with him, I was very serious about that, but going through some really turbulent times in my life. I've always kind of held these high and stressful positions. as a crisis communicator, as a spokesperson, corporate spokesperson, former news anchor. And what I find is that that line of work is extremely stressful. So one of the things that I do, and even now, I will come home, because I mean, even as an entrepreneur, that's a whole other level of stress sometimes. But I will, I just saturate my room with peaceful music when I walk into, and it literally relaxes my nervous system, literally. So for those of you who may be going through a stressful time or who are feeling the heat a little bit more than normal, that's a tip for you. Tip, 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 tip. Man, jazz music. I want you to follow this gentleman. Let me share again because I'm just going to have to do that. Let me share again. Nocturnal Drive is the song that he was saying has reached 1 million views on YouTube, y'all. 1.1 million. And he said he's playing every instrument. Check it out. It's 1 million views for a reason. 1 million. And if you respond to him, if you send him a comment, he has said it's very too long. Don't want to get into any issues, but that was the artist there, so we shouldn't get into any issues with that. But that's one. And he's got his other song, which is, what is it, High Five, that we listened to earlier. But just all you do is Google his name. He's got the event coming up on the 21st. I'm going out to support him. I'm putting myself in the room and to support him, and would encourage you to do the same. So have a great day. And it's Thursday. We're getting ready for the weekend. So hopefully you'll have some peace and rest over the weekend and listen to some good jazz music, chill out, sit down, and let the worries just roll away. All right. We love you. I want to promote the fact that tomorrow, guess what? We are going to be at O Taste and See. Yeah, O Taste and See. Are we going to be talking about oxtails? Maybe. Maybe. But no, we really want to promote just our local businesses that are doing good and that are serving you in the Magic City. I'll talk to you all later, okay? Bye. I'll see you on tomorrow. We're going to be at a different time. It'll actually be the afternoon, but we'll see you tomorrow at O Taste and See. Bye. And thanks for joining us.